Hi and welcome back. It has been a while since I made a video, and it's been a while definitely since I've made a pickup video. And I've actually, from the last video I made, I think it was the beginning of this year, I have been picking up a lot of stuff, a lot more than I thought. And this is actually not everything, there is probably more, but I can't really forget. I can't really remember what everything was. And these are kind of the stuff that I recently picked up this past couple of months. So we'll start with a PS1 game is Kudelka. And from what I know, this is a horror RPG, and it's definitely a game that I wanted to play. This is a pretty expensive game, and somehow I got this pretty cheap at a retro game convention. Really, really weird why this was cheap, since I know this game is pretty expensive. For the Nintendo Switch, let's just do Nintendo first, because that's the least amount of stuff. I got Shiren the Wanderer from Limited Run Games. I remember playing this game on the Vita. Great game. Monster Hunter Rise. I got the collector's edition with the amiibo, and I've actually have not played it that much. I played Monster Hunter World so much that I'm kind of burned out on it. So me and my friends are kind of waiting until we are all not burned out on Monster Hunter, and then we'll go and start up Monster Hunter Rise. But we have played it a little bit. Saga Frontier, the remastered version for the Nintendo Switch. I could not find a PS4 version, and there is another. I think it's Romancing Saga 3 or 2, and that is getting a PS4 release. And I got Panzer Paladin from Limited Run 2. I also finally got a Super Nintendo Classic Mini. And I got this version because the person who sold this Super Nintendo Minis, he actually bought a bunch of them and then put in a large amount of Super Nintendo games, Sega Genesis games, and the original Nintendo games on it. So it has about 300 games on it. And at the moment, I am playing Chrono Trigger. I am 12 hours into the game, and whew, holy shit, that game is amazing. For the PS3, I got one game. I remember what it was, and it's all in Japanese. I know it's one of these strategy RPGs with Gundam and all kinds of robot franchises, mech franchises, and it was like $3. Completely new. I didn't have it. It's just for the collection. I got a bunch of PS2 games. I got the Capcom Classic Collection because there is the games Knights of the Round, and what was the other one that was so freaking good? I can see it. Wait, it's not in here. Really weird. But you have Knights on the Round, and you have King of Dragons. I think that's it. King of Dragons. I have this on the PSP. Played these games. Holy damn. Holy shit. Played these games both, and I just wanted to have the PS2 version. Didn't even know there was a PS2 version. I got Xena, the Warrior Princess, and you may or may not know, Xena was definitely my first crush ever. She is still freaking hot, and she was badass. I really love strong women, by the way. I really love dominant, strong women, and I mean, Xena is holy shit. Yeah. So I loved the series back in the day, and I would love to see it again. And I got the game, and the game is not that good. Got Def Jam, Fight for New York. Got Mortal Kombat, Deadly Alliance. Another RPG, Imperial Fantasia. Tried to play it, and it's really early PS2, like really early PS2. I love the character designs. the music, but I just couldn't get into the game. If you have seen my video about the super rare PS2 TV that I got, I also got a bunch of games with it. And there were mostly games catering to kids, and I'm like, I don't really care about Dora or Barbie, but I'm a huge fan of SpongeBob. So, of course, I got the SpongeBob games in my collection. I would definitely love to play them. It looks so fun. I also still want to have the SpongeBob game Dehydrated for the PS4 one day when I'll see that. I got Resident Evil Code Veronica. Actually been playing this game a lot until I got stuck. And I got stuck because I think I was at a certain point where you have to beat a boss. And I didn't have ammo. I didn't have ammo left. And no, I didn't have herbs left. That was it. I didn't have herbs left. And I just one hit, I got killed. And I couldn't find anything. I was completely stuck. I was about 8 or 9 hours into the game. I'm like, oh no, why? But classical Resident Evil. And I got Enter the Matrix. The new Matrix trailer looks pretty cool, I have to admit. So for the Xbox, I think actually, to be honest, I think my last pickup video was before I got an Xbox 360. So basically all the Xbox 360 games are like new pickups. So this is about 50% of what I have for Xbox. So my goal is to actually have a complete Xbox and Xbox 360 exclusive collection next year. And the Xbox 360 is definitely the system that, yeah, I'm almost there. I picked up Supreme Commanders 2. Actually, I've been playing it a lot. Great game. Picked up 2 Human. It was $1. I mean, seriously, $1. Warhammer Battle March. I loved playing this game on PC. It's okay on Xbox. It's okay. Saints Row. I've actually been playing and have beaten Saints Row 2 on the PlayStation 3. Absolutely loved it. Holy damn, I love the Saints Row franchise. It is so much better than GTA. And because I was playing Saints Row 2, I wanted to pick up Saints Row 1, and I knew it was exclusive to Xbox, so this is definitely a game I'll be playing. I got Perfect Dark. Cameo. Looks pretty cool. I got Bullet Witch. Actually been playing this a little bit, and it's pretty cool. Quake 4. Yeah, it's not that good. Dead Rising. I love Dead Rising 2, and I love Dead Rising 4. I played that game last year. Great franchise. I also got a couple. Oh no, I forgot two. I forgot 2 big hitters. So I kind of thought I was being scammed for this because these 2 games are pretty expensive. They're not super expensive. They're about $20, $15, $20 here. And someone sold these games for $1 each. €1 each. And I was like, I'm just going to try it. Even if it's a scam, even if the disc is broken or scratched or whatever, I'll just try it out. And it was real. So I got Lost Odyssey and Blue Dragon for $2. I mean, these are like pretty highly rated RPGs, especially Blue Dragon. I really want to play this game. And from Lost Odyssey, I've basically have heard that if you love old Final Fantasy, you have to play this. So those were the Xbox 360 games. Most of them, if not all, were exclusives. And on the original Xbox, I got Sudeki, The House of the Dead 3, and finally, Kingdom Under Fire Heroes. I always wanted to play this franchise. By the way, since I was a kid, I really liked sort of the aesthetics of the game, or the games. Now, to the big meat, the PlayStation 4. This is probably all the PS4 games I got. I don't think I've gotten more than this, to be completely honest. There's still a lot. I recently got Empire of Angels in the mail. This is, I think, a Chinese or Korean strategy RPG that never came out to the West. It finally did from PlayAsia. It was the limited edition. And I think it was only 32 bucks. I still want to play it, by the way. From Limited Run, I finally got Chasm and played and beaten the game. A fantastic sort of medieval fantasy roguelike Metrovania. It's more like a Metrovania. Really, really liked it. Great game. Got Dark Pictures, Little Hope. Also a great game. I can't wait to play the third one. I think it was the last one. Sword Art Online, Alicization Lycoris. What a name. Holy shit. I've played this, and maybe I haven't given it a good chance, but it wasn't as good as the other one. Hello Realization. It just wasn't. It felt really slow, sluggish. Graphically, it looks good. But maybe I haven't given it an honest chance, and maybe I'll give it a second. Fight and Rage. Kind of funny. I got this game with Scott Pilgrim. Scott Pilgrim I already sold. I didn't like it. Yeah, I didn't. However, this is also a beat 'em up, just like Fight and Rage, just like Scott Pilgrim, Streets of Rage, and I loved it. This is a really cool game. Got the Survivalist because it was super cheap and actually pretty fun. Got Tempest 4000, a really old school sort of arcade shooter. Got it really, really cheap. Guacamelee 1-2 Punch Collection. I remember playing the first one, I think, from PlayStation Plus, and this was really cheap, and I was like, I have to get it. Same goes with Helmut. Helmut is like a twin stick, roguelike sort of shooter. Really over the top, really cool, really bloody, by the way, and really cheap. A game that I have gotten this week and played yesterday and beat it yesterday, Cyanide Wild Hearts. Guys, this is an indie game you have to look out for. It's really unique, really cool. It's not that hard, it's pretty simple, but it's just really unique. It's a really cool game. I really liked it. The soundtrack is fantastic. Graphics are fantastic too. This is really what I like about current gaming. There are so many indie games nowadays that just get a normal physical release. I got this game for I think $6. And there are so many. As I mentioned with the other ones like Helmut and Tempest 4000, those are type of games you just didn't see physical released on the PS3 era. That's why, the Switch, PS4 libraries are so gigantic. A game I got on the Nintendo Switch, I gave that game to my nephews, and I got the PS4 version because it was cheap, new, super Lucky Tales. If you like Mario Odyssey or you like 3D platformers, this is definitely one of the best. I really enjoyed it. Battle Axe, really cool game. The pixel art is fantastic, but it's freaking hard. A couple of weeks and months ago, I think, I got a large amount of PS4 games for $20. Most of them I gave to my nephews, but there was one game that I wanted for myself. It was Red Dead Redemption 2. I tried to play it online with friends. I didn't really like it. I'm not super into Westerns. I don't like Western movies. I don't like the Western time age, and I just can't really get into Red Dead Redemption 2. I got Hades, I got the Switch version, sold that version, and got the PS4 version. It's kind of funny because I sold the Switch version for $40, and I got the PS4 version for $25. That's kind of weird. It's a great game. Hades is a fantastic game. I got a couple of RPGs really cheap. Arc of Alchemist. This is a game that I already got digitally. I got a review code for this one. beat the game. It's pretty fun. It's not a AAA game. It's not even maybe an A game. It's like a B minus, whatever, B plus, like a B movie. This is like a B game. Is it wrong to pick up a girls in a dungeon? I mean, I love the anime. I really liked it, and this is pretty fun. This is a really cool game. Yakuza Life of a Dragon. Why does it say like a dragon? Yakuza Like a Dragon. Is it like... Holy shit, I thought it always was Life of a Dragon. It's Like a Dragon. I picked this up pretty cheap. I don't like steel boxes, but I think I got it for $10 or $12. Still need to play it. I'm kind of burned out on the Yakuza franchise, but it was so freaking cheap. The game that I've been playing quite a lot in my vacation, I actually had a 3-week vacation 3 weeks ago, was Legend of Mana. What a great game. However, I have to admit, I was expecting it to be a little bit better. You have to see it in the sense of it's sort of a little bit open world-ish, where you make up the story. You can go wherever you want to go. And the battle system is pretty cool, but really repetitive. It's really just button mashing, to be completely honest. And what I always hate about certain RPGs, especially RPGs like this, is when you have sort of a crafting system for weapons and armor, you don't see the difference on the character. If you have a sword, it doesn't matter if you have a sword, or you have the holy ultimate Ragnarok of swords, it will look the same. And it kind of, I don't know, it always takes me away from the experience of wanting to craft new gear, because you don't see it. That's always what I like about RPGs. And nowadays, most RPGs, you do see armor, you do see the weapons, and that's what I freaking love. A really cool shooter, a 3D shooter, is Wing of Darkness. Got this really cheap, and it's actually a pretty fun game. It is really small though. It is like an hour or two. It is really small, but I enjoyed it. And I think it's really cool that games like this gets a physical release. Last but definitely not least is a game that I have been playing a lot when I got it. I played it 2 weeks straight, 2 weeks before my vacation, and that is Fairy Tail, the RPG, and it's pretty good. I've never seen Fairy Tail anime. I never read the manga. I don't read manga, so of course I have never read the manga, but I've never seen the anime. There is a new one, Eden Zero, if I remember correctly, that is from the designer, the creator of Fairy Tail, and that's kind of like Fairy Tail in space. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Cowboy Bebop. Check it out on Netflix. I think they're working on a game too for that franchise. But Fairy Tail, the RPG, is kind of like the Atelier franchise mixed with RPG. A little bit better. I really liked this game. But at the end of the journey, I did feel it got really a little bit repetitive. I didn't really care about the storyline that much. But graphically, it looks amazing, actually. It's actually a really good looking RPG. The battle system is fantastic. And the music is pretty good. So I had a lot of fun with Fairy Tail. So those are the games that I've been picking up recently. Leave it in the comments below if you're still watching. Holy shit, 19 minutes. What did you pick up? Leave in the comments below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And like always, you're gonna see me next time.